Welcome back to this C++ tutorial. This is where we ended last time, and this is our third tutorial. This is Luwali Mshokabanji, and let's start. Today we'll be looking at how to collect data from the user. So far we've seen how to display and what variables are and how you can use the variables in your display. So let's look at how you can take input from the user and how you can manipulate it in different ways. So in this year of 2020, the corona motivated or pushed up here. I ain't allowed to go anywhere, so I'm not even leaving my gate. Jikala fe munganda kuzikomera komera chemwe so munyumba. See, I'm pretty good with languages right now. So let's get into programming for today. So you know what to do with comments, right? That there is a comment. So I talked to you about why comments are important as well. There's another different way, a block comment of writing a comment, which is /*, write whatever you want on several lines, and then asterisk /2 to close it. So this here is a block comment. From the name block, it's used to comment out a block of data, a piece of code, like a chunk of code. So this is a block comment. This is how you write it. The other one, this is known as a line comment, because you only comment out a single line. So that's what you need to know about comments. Thought I should mention that before we start today. So let's declare a variable we're calling name. Alright, name is a string of characters. So what's going to be our data type? That's right, you guessed it. Our data type is going to be string. So data type first string, then the name of the data type. So I'm calling mine to say f name. The f is for first name, so please. So that's our variable name. We won't give it a value. We want the user to provide the value. So we won't give it a value, semicolon, meaning we won't initialize. There will be no equal sign of the sort. So we do that there. And then now let's ask for the user to enter their name. Look at Facebook. Facebook will ask you to say enter your username. So let's go. So this will say cout. You know how to display. We'll simply tell them to say enter your first name, Endel. So once you tell the user to enter their first name, we expect to provide something that will allow the user to enter their first name, like an input gateway. That's what I would call it. So we have the cout for console out, meaning you're displaying. So to input data, to get data from the user, we have the cin. That's how you write it, console in, cin. And instead of these less than symbols, we'll use greater than symbols. See that? We'll use greater than symbols. And after these symbols, where is the name going to be stored? The name the user will enter, the name the user will type in. Where are we going to hold that name? Where are we going to keep that name? So we have a variable we're calling fname. So that's our container. So cin, your variable name, semicolon. This piece of code in line 11, this beautiful baby. I don't think you've ever seen a statement in programming this perfect. Look at it, it's shining. So this statement simply means whatever the user is going to input will be placed in this variable name, f name. You get? Yeah, I hope you get XA. Give me a coin, I want to pop a scale. Yeah, I don't do such. I'm more of old school. I'm back from the 90s, yeah. Way back. So this is our cin. Was seeing whatever the user will enter, was seeing that into what? Into fname. So let's compile. We get 0 errors, 0 warnings. and let's run this baby and enter your first name. Now see this, we're having what? Someone to input. So we've created an input structure for the user. So here I can simply say Barbara. I enter that. The program ends. So for sure the name has been stored in fname, but the program ends because we have nothing that follows, and this simply signifies the end of the program. So what do? We can simply output to say your name is, we can display to the user to say this is your name. See if it's their name. We want to show the name to the user. So we can say cout. You remember how to display both text and variable values in cout, right? I hope you remember that. That's very important for you to remember. So we can say the name you entered is like that, and then remember, what do we put here? Our variable name, which is what? fname, and our end l. So control and save this and compile. Done compiling, then we run this. We have enter your first name, so I'm going to enter my name. Finally, at least you're going to get to see my name. I've been telling you to say my name is a very hard name to say, you know. Coronavirus is kind of easy. It's got the nickname COVID, but my nicknames are also hard. So here's my first name. I'll be honest. There it is. So Liwali. So I don't know. So the name you entered is Liwali. See that? So the program tells me exactly what name I have provided. So if you happen to run this again, says enter your name, you say Josh. I don't know who's calling me. Alright, someone's calling me, and I guess I won't pick this up. They'll forgive me. Yeah, Josh. Enter that. It says the name you entered is what? Is Josh. So whatever the user provides at this point, will be stored in what? In fname, and fname here will be displayed, the contents inside fname. So whatever the user enters, I can say what's your name, then I can say Mulenga. Yeah, there, the name you entered is Mulenga. So that works fine. Hope you get my drift, eh? This is not a racist, this is not a tribalist. Okay, I'm getting text now. This is not a racist, this is not a tribalist thing. No, it can be any name. So I used Mulenga. I can use what's that? How do you spell that name? Okay, I'm now being tribalist. I'm forgetting how to spell names. We can have Zulu. Yeah, Zulu, perfect name. The name you entered is Zulu, so it's not tribalist. So let's write a program here. I'm just going to take this out. Let's go back to declaration. So we have string fname, then let's use int age, and let's declare something else, string city, like that. Then let's go into our program. Let's start with our cout, which will say enter your first name. So when you tell someone to enter their first name, when you ask someone a question, what do you expect? You expect an answer. So the usual way, the policy or the structures that we've put in the communication language, ask a question, get the answer, ask the question again. You just don't ask 10 questions at once, and how is the person going to answer? You know, as people like to gossip, like things in order, you know, yeah, to get our rumors straight. So enter your first name. Next comes in the what? The cin to what variable have we created that's going to hold the what? Our name. So it's what? fname. Yeah. Then from there we have our other question, which will be enter your age. So let's enter your age. Then you ask the person to enter the age. What do you expect? let them answer. So we see in, and where are we storing the age? Mind you, we've created a variable, an integer, so meaning numbers, and that we're calling that what? Age. That's the name of the variable. So we'll store this in age, semicolon. Next is C out. What do we tell them? Enter the city you are in. End line. Then after you tell them that, what do you expect? You expect them to enter their city, and we've declared a variable called city with the data type of string, because you know cities have a chain of characters. So city. So follow the syntax. Just look at how I'm writing this. This will be basically the same concept in every programming language that you go to. Then from there we can now see out. Let's see out everything in the same what? In the same see out statement. So I'll say your name is variable name, which is name. I'll say comma, you stay in. Then what does this person stay? City. That's why we're keeping the name of the city. And you are, how old are they? Come here. Age. Remember, variable names shouldn't be inside double quotes if you are trying to access their value. I hope you always remember that. So here's old. So play around with this. The more you get comfortable, the more this becomes better for all of us. You know, me and you are in this together right to the end. So we have an error. So look at what error you have. It says name was not declared in the scope, and it's true. Here we have name. I'm saying a variable. We're calling what? Name. Wow, the thing, the variable that we declared is f name. So that gives us an error to say it doesn't know this. So if you declare something with a small letter, always use it with a small letter as you're using the variable. Don't change. It's case sensitive, this program. So there, f name. Yeah. So hope it's happy. Compile and run. So there, enter your first name. So my first name is Yuwali. Enter your age. Okay, I'll say I'm 14. Let's all agree that I'm 14. You know, the city. So you know, I'm a Ndola person. So bam. So here it says your name is Liwali. You stay in Ndola and you are 14 years old. See, that's how you get information from the user. So I'm going to say Aaron, age 45, city, let's try Kabwe. You see, your name is Aaron and you stay in Kabwe and you're 45 years old. And I've learned a new language. Yes, the last tutorial I was at 3 languages. Now I'm at 4. So I know English, Bemba, Nyanja. Is Nyanja even a language or it's chill? I don't know. It confuses me a lot. And now I know Tonga. Mwabugabuti Vanabangu. Mbututu. Yeah. I guess that works for me. At least I'm learning, you know. I'm a true Zambian, by the way. Hardcore Zambian. So yeah, there we go. So that's how you collect data from the user. This is specifically how you collect data from the user. Be sure to learn this. Be sure to practice collecting data from the user, and from here know your data types as well. Perfectly know your data types as well. From here, next time we'll look at how you can manipulate information that you collect from the user. We'll start writing programs that have to do with analytical thinking. So hope I see you on the next tutorial. Lapa.